You don't have to be perfect or exceptionally great. You don't even have to be good.
But I do! I have to be all those things at once, all of the time.
You gotta see the artistry in tearing the place apart with me, baby. I am unruly in the stands. I am a rock on top of the sand. I am a fist amidst the hand. I break it just because I can. Let's break it just because we can. Deface it just because we can. Let's break it just because.
I wish I could be my girl in that way. You wish I could be your girlfriend, boyfriend. Am I pretty enough to love back? No, not yet.
I am a fist amidst the hand. I break it just because I can. Let's break it just because we can. Deface it just because we can. Let's break it just because. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and saying to yourself, it's not over until I win. Recognize that I could be the eye of the storm. I am not my body, not my mind, not my brain. Not my thoughts and feelings, I am not my DNA. You gotta see the artistry in tearing the place apart with me, baby. I am unruly in the stands. I am a rock on top of the sand. I am a fist amidst the hand. I break it just because I can.
It's so quiet here, and I feel so cold. This house no longer feels like home.
Florida Republicans have introduced a bill that could give the state's courts the power to remove custody of trans youth from their parents or caregivers if they receive gender-affirming health care or even if they are at risk of receiving it. The proposed legislation would allow Florida courts to take emergency jurisdiction over trans youth who receive gender-affirming care, including puberty blockers and hormone therapy. Additionally, the bill would allow anti-trans family members to remove children from supportive environments if they believe the child is receiving gender-affirming health care. The legislation has drawn sharp criticism from activists who have called it fascist and state-sponsored kidnapping. Florida has seen a surge in anti-LGBTQ+ legislation, including bills banning trans girls from playing competitive sports and prohibiting gender-affirming healthcare for trans youth, as well as a law limiting discussion on LGBTQ+ topics in public schools.
Transgenderism must be eradicated from public life entirely. The whole preposterous ideology at every level. Transgenderism must be eradicated from public life entirely.
210. 210. That is the total number of anti-trans bills that are being proposed in 2023 alone.
I definitely discriminate against men that paint their nails and wear dresses. I don't really care how you feel about that. You can wear your dress and you can paint your nails, but I prefer you keeping 100 feet away from a playground. And
good morning, happy Monday. Trans people are under attack, in case you missed that. And it's becoming increasingly difficult to exist in trans joy.
Hey. Are you even paying attention to me right now?
One of the most horrifying anti-trans bills has just been passed in our country. Alabama lawmakers have passed a bill banning gender-affirming medication for transgender youth, but that's not all. It makes providing gender-affirming care a felony, punishable by 10 years in prison. It restricts school restroom access. It forces school staff to out LGBT students to their parents, and it bans the discussion of LGBT issues in school. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. What the Republicans are doing is genocide. Bills like these are going to cause trans youth to unalive themselves. It's going to force parents to flee the state. And I think that's what the GOP wants. I am the mother of a transgender teenager, and he is horrified at what's happening in this country, and he is scared. If you are watching this video, now is not the time to be silent. If our representatives won't listen to us, it's time to grab a sign and march.
Transgenderism must be eradicated from public life entirely. The whole preposterous ideology at every level.
Pinky promise I'll still love your garden, even with no flowers, even with no flowers. Don't you even go there, cutting off your long hair, you do as you're told. Till you wake up, go put on your makeup, this is just a phase you're gonna outgrow.
Fuck being underrated, I wanna have everything they did.
Guns, bitches, need money,
YSL,
gold chain, Maserati,
penthouse, helicopter, fame.
Needle in the bed, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the bed, gonna wind up dead. Needle in the bed, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the bed, gonna wind up dead. Needle in the bed, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the bed, gonna wind up dead. Needle in the bed, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the bed, gonna wind up dead. Needle in the bed, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the bed, gonna wind up dead. Needle in the bed, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the bed, gonna wanna be one of them, yeah. You wanna be one of them, yeah.
Right, Sarah Lynn? Sarah Lynn? Right, Sarah Lynn? Sarah Lynn?
Needle in the bed, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the bed, gonna wind up dead. Needle in the bed, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the bed, gonna wind up dead. Needle in the bed, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the bed, gonna wind up dead. Dad, don't you even go there, cutting off your long hair, you do as you're told. Till you wake up, go put on your makeup, this is just a phase you're gonna outgrow.
And I just want to ask a simple question. Why can't we leave trans people alone? Let them be who they are. Let them live their lives. Let's stop discriminating against them simply because they are different from who we are and different than what we understand. Just because we don't understand it doesn't mean we shouldn't support the transgender community and love them in the same way we should love all human beings. They're not bothering anyone. They want to go to school. They want to play sports. They want to hang out with their friends. They want to live their lives. Let them live their lives. We have an ugly history of discriminating against people who are different than we are throughout our time in this country. Whether they are Black, Latino, Asian, LGBTQ, poor, people with disabilities, women. We have an ugly history of discrimination in this country. And now the trans community is the target. All they want to do is live their lives. Why are Republicans so uncomfortable with this? Let them be who they are. That's it. They're not bothering you. They're not taking your lunch money. They're not criminalizing your communities. They're not engaging in gun violence. They just want to live and be happy like everyone else. And they are contributing members to society, whether it's through education, sports, the economy, or anything else. What the heck, who are we as Americans and as a human race to be so darn uncomfortable with an individual or group of people that's different from who we are? From the beginning of American history, as we got our stuff together, as we tried to, we invited people from all over the world to help us build the nation that we have now. And we continue to try to evolve into the nation that we're capable of being. And no one should be left out of that, especially not the trans community, which is the most vulnerable community right now in our country. I just want my Republican colleagues to just take a breath, stop, relax. The trans community isn't bothering you. Let them live. Just like you want your friends and family to live and have freedom and have rights and have choice, let the trans community have the same thing. Thank you, and I yield back.
You will be
legislated against over 315 bills across the country in the first 3 months.
How does that even make it? You just stabbed me? What is your problem? Stop fucking crying, bitch! Where? I don't wanna fucking hear it!
I'm not even sure he's on the top 5 of the all-time greatest Lakers, bro.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous to say that.
Fuck being underrated, I wanna have everything they did.
First bitches need money,
YSL,
gold chain, Maserati,
Penthouse, helicopter,
fame.